Good morning, Yankees universe. KOD Nation, stand up, and you degenerates, wake up and get your coffee. Welcome to this fine edition of the Yankees Morning Brew. I'll be your guy, Project Nerd HQ, the host with the most here for all my people. What it do? But Yankee fans rejoice. Yankee fans stand up. Michael Mazza, I see you in the chat early with the 4 Train Express. Salute, salute, salute. I want to take this second to give a quick shout out to my guy Jason from 161 River Avenue. We just finished a recording for his show, right before I came up over here. So we did a recording for his show, which will be dropping this weekend. I believe it's Sunday, he said. Yes, it will be Sunday on his channel. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure you go to 161 River Ave. Make sure you subscribe to my guy Jason. And also, make sure you subscribe to my brother Mazza with the 4 Train Express. But Yankee fans, we are here. Yankees universe, we are here. The Yankees won last night. Andrew Benintendi's Yankees debut. It was a bit rough, I'm not going to lie. Yankees bats was a bit silent. But it wasn't until that 9th inning where your guy, your man, Aaron Judgy Wudgy himself, Aaron Judge, hit that walk-off to send us home against Scott Barlow. Aaron Judge, the man with the plan. My man, 50 grand. Pay this man. Back up the Brinks truck. Whatever you have to do. Hal, Brian, whatever you guys have to do, pay this man, Aaron Judge. He deserves it. Give him an 8-year, $308 to $310 million contract. Sign him. 39 home runs on the season. A Judgian blast, like my man Mazza just said. It was a Judgian blast to center field. It was awesome. Not going to lie. Like I said, at first, the game finished 30 minutes faster than what it was normally supposed to do. It was a fast game. Not that much offense. It was literally a 1-0 game. I'm going to bring my man Frankie in later on to break this down. But yeah, Yankees went out there. They answered the bell. Andrew Benintendi's debut. Everything's all good. Everything's all good in Yankee land. Now we're a couple of days away from the trade deadline. Tomorrow, I will be in Yankee Stadium attending the Old Timers game, right? Seeing Andrew Benintendi play for the Yankees. And I'm glad I got my ticket when I got my ticket. I purchased the ticket Wednesday in the afternoon, early in the day, probably like 4 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. And later on that same day, the Yankees announced Andrew Benintendi trade. And that same day, I checked the ticket prices, and it shot up an extra $50 than what I paid. So I'm glad that I got my ticket when I did. I will be at Yankee Stadium tomorrow. I think I'm going to be meeting up with the BX Bomber out there. If you guys remember the BX Bomber when he came through with that bomber report from Yankee Stadium, if you aren't following the BX Bomber, make sure you follow the BX Bomber on YouTube and on Instagram. And as well, follow me on Instagram as well, Project Nerd HQ and Yankees Brew KOD on Twitter. Same thing, Project Nerd HQ on Twitter. Make sure you follow my man Frankie, the Joey Gallo stem, on Twitter. Frankie gonna have to change that name soon. I'm gonna speak to Frankie when he walks in. We're going to have a meeting about it. We're going to try to decide what's the new Twitter name for Frankie. But the Joey Gallo stand, the days are numbered for that name because Joey Gallo's days are numbered in the Bronx. They are numbered. You know, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, Joey Gallo, right? Hold on, give me 1 second. Joey Gallo, right? The experiment, it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. We brought you here. We thought you were going to hit 40 home runs this season. You know, it just didn't work out. We don't want to just beat somebody up while they're down. But Joey Gallo, you have to go. I'm sorry. It's just how the cookie crumbles in this world we live in. But wish Joey Gallo all the best of luck in his future. You know, I think they said I think Atlanta, it's a good landing spot for him. Well, if he does go to Atlanta, listen, hey, Joey Gallo, I know it was tough here. I know Yankee fans were tough on you, Joey Gallo. But hey, wish you the best luck, whether it's Atlanta, whether it's San Diego, whether it's the Texas Rangers where you were a fan favorite. My man Mazza said Joey Gallo has requested a trade to San Diego per sources and wants out of New York. Hey, if the San Diego Padres are willing to have you, Gallo, go ahead. I know Hicks is on there, but if they want to take Hicks too, take the both. Why not? Take the both of you. The both of you can go. Don't matter what. But Joey Gallo's time with the Yankees is limited. Literally next week when we have the Mondays episode, he may not even be here. But Joey Gallo, wish you the best of luck. Like I said, hopefully you can find yourself back in San Diego. Hopefully you can find yourself back in Atlanta or the Texas Rangers, wherever you go. And I think Michael Mazza said it the best right here. Both of you two fools can kick rocks. The both of you can kick rocks with no sandals on, right? Just barefoot kicking the rocks with your big toe and your little toe. But yeah, Yankees won, bro. Yankees won. It was a well-needed victory, even though, like I said, it was slow, right? It was a slow victory. The game was a bit boring. The Yankees only got one hit. Shout out to my guy DS Day Delano Still Jr. Hope all is well, Delano. Hope the family is doing well. Hope the kids is doing good. Salute to you, brother. Thanks for coming by. But like I said, much needed victory, right? We saw some things from Jameson Taillon. A great bounce back win from Jameson Taillon because Taillon has been struggling. He's been struggling of late. His last 7, 8, or 9 starts, his ERA is in the 6, 7, around that range, however it is. But Jameson Taillon has turned it around. Hopefully, going forward, this is a good sign to come. Let's see what happens in his next start and his following start. Sorry, music is blasting by me. I wish that we were able to get an extra start to see right before the trade deadline, if you understand what I'm saying. I wish this was his second great start in a row. That way, it could have made it be easier to make the decision. My man Keith, what it do? Chris the Flash, what it do? Oh, you guys missed it. Hold on. Let me get that back. Hold on. We'll be right back. 28 seconds. Check this. And then also, too, just so everybody know, I'm just giving you a warning right now, right? When you guys see Michael Caputo in the chat, make sure you flame that man Caputo, right? Because right when Judge was coming up for his at-bat, Caputo was like, oh, he's not clutch. Oh, he's not clutch. I was doing the BX Sports Jedi watch along last night. I did it to about like the 5th, 6th inning, had to walk away because I had my dog that I had to walk. We all know if you're a dad dog, you already know how dogs are. You got to take them from walks now in time. But I took him for a walk, and when I was coming back, Caputo was saying, oh, Judge is not clutch. You know, Judge is not clutch. Boom. Then we get the walk-off home run. My man Chris right here. Chris, I was just about to say that. That's right. So as soon as everybody see Michael Caputo come into the chat, if he does come into the chat, make sure you flame my guy for saying Judge is not clutch. But I'm gonna bring my man Frankie Two Tones in. My man Frankie will help me break down the game. We're gonna break everything up, but we be right here. Frankie Two Tones, what it do?
Good morning.
Chilling, brother. Listen,
Chilling.
Frankie, the numbers are day. The days are numbered for Joey Gallo, right?
Yeah,
How are we gonna figure out a new Twitter name for you? What are we going to do? What's it gonna be? Is it going to be a battle to the death? Is it gonna be a lotto? What's it gonna do? How are we gonna figure this out?
it's gonna be a lotto. I think I'm gonna put like 10 pieces of paper into a hat, and I'll shuffle it, and then I'll pick one out, and that'll be my new name. I think that's
all right. Copy. Hopefully, over the weekend, the Yankees get some good news. We trade for some other pieces, maybe Luis Castillo, maybe the David Bednar. Maybe you change your name to the Ian Hapstan. We don't know. Whatever happens, we will know next week.
Anyone looking?
But ultimately, it was a good win, right? Like I was saying earlier, it was a bit of a boring game. Was a bit of a slow game. The Yankees only had one hit through the first 7 innings against that pitcher who was solid. Yeah, he was solid. What's your overall thoughts of the game before we break it down, bro?
Yeah, Brady Singer's he's a good young pitcher, and I don't know. I mean, they were sloppy, they were slow. I mean, pitching was as good as always. J-Mo had a good bounce back game, and they had 2 base runners throughout the first 8 innings of the game. Like, that just can't happen, So thank God Judge, again, had to come save our team, had to come save us like he always does. So, hey, win's a win. You know what I mean? Win's a win.
Yeah, like you said, a win's a win.
Yep. Looks the same in October than all the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. And with Andrew Benintendi, the new Mr. Hold on. My man Benny Blanco from the Bronx, Andrew Benintendi. That's the new nickname that we're sticking with and we're rolling with. Andrew Benintendi, aka Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Got it. Benny Bicep, something like that. We got it.
Yeah. Benny Bicep was that was the nickname when he was with the Red Sox. Cool. They can have that nickname, right?
Yeah, we can't call him that.
Yeah, we can't call him that. But since he's a member of the Yankees, since he's playing in the Bronx, it's Benny Blanco from the Bronx. There you go. But Frankie, what was when it came to the Andrew Benintendi trade? I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but seeing it in the game, yes, he went hitless, but what was your take from seeing him in that lineup?
Yeah, I mean, it was his first game as a Yankee. I mean, I know he's hitting like 320, but that doesn't mean you get a hit every game. It doesn't mean you get 2 hits every game. You go for 4. That happens. He had a couple good at bats. His first at bat was like, I was like, oh God, not another Joey Gallo.
Yeah, not the 3 pitches strikeout.
Get out of here! Come on, not again.
Yeah, I had the same mental flash that you had.
Were good. He hit one ball pretty hard, but the pitcher stopped it with his glove. He made a nice play on it, so I was like, whatever. I mean, you hit it right at the middle. Not much you can do if he makes a nice play on it. So yeah, all in all, I mean, he was 0 for 4, but that happens. I just hope we don't have another Joey Gallo type situation.
Yeah, no, I think Andrew Benintendi, first game in the Bronx, little jitters and stuff. Just real quick, let me answer the chat real quick. Floor Train Express Mazda, yeah, go ahead. If you want to put it in the chat, go ahead. Whatever brown breaking news you have, put it in the chat. Chris the Flash, just to let you know, his YouTube channel name is 4 Train Express. So for everybody out there, 4 Train Express, follow my guy Mikey Mazza. My man Matt Porto, salute, my guy from the Fight Night crew. What's the new batting order look like at full strength? To me, you put Benintendi first, DJ LeMahieu second, Aaron Judge third, Anthony Rizzo, Giancarlo Stanton, Gleyber Torres, Matt Carpenter, and then you figure out the rest of the lineup as you figure out the rest of the lineup. But knowing this new day and age of baseball, right, Frankie, and the new ways they configure lineups, you could see Benintendi being 1, Aaron Judge 2, Rizzo 3, Stanton 4, however, left, right, like that with Judge in the 2-hole. What's your thought on it? What do you
I
think
think
your good lineup would be?
I think Benintendi will lead off against righties,
Okay.
and then they'll bet DJ fifth, and against lefties, DJ will lead off, and they'll bet Benintendi probably seventh because they need another point is they can even lead off DJ all the time. They can keep Benintendi like 6, 7 because the bottom of the lineup is kind of atrocious, like we all know. So we need some help down there. So just like a stick in the bottom of the lineup could help too. But yeah, I mean, I like Benintendi leading off though against righties because he's got the percentage, he's got the speed, he's got the average. So we'll see.
Just like
I don't think you really can go wrong. Yeah, he does really well in the 2-hole Judge. So I like him there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can. I feel like now we have so much flexibility with our lineup. You can't really go wrong with any lineup. Besides having Gallo in that, I feel like you can't go wrong.
And that's the thing too with this lineup that with just adding an Andrew Benintendi, just that small minor just tweak right there, like you said, it lengthens up this lineup just even more, right? When you look at the beginning of the season, right, our issue was hitting with runners in scoring position. Yeah. Right now, that's our issue. Right now, we are 0 for our last 17 with runners in scoring position, right? That's what this team needs to do. The Yankees, we have been a team for years, home run or bust, either home run or go home. Shout out to my guy, Stephen Fox, the Foxy himself. Salute, salute, salute. But yeah, it's home run or bust, and I was saying this yesterday and earlier when I was recording with Jason from 161 River Ave, that DJ LeMahieu was our only contact hitter that was only hitter that wasn't a home run or bust type of hitter in our lineup, right? So having Andrew Benintendi in the lineup, I think will make DJ better as well. Because over the years, DJ was the only one doing it by himself when it comes to being that different type of hitter. Yeah. When you look at the games, you always see Judge, Rizzo, and Stanton all huddled up with each other, talking about hitting and talking about what they're seeing from a pitcher. DJ doesn't have that type of hitter like him to have those same conversations. Yeah. So now that Andrew Benintendi is in the lineup and in that dugout, him and DJ could go back and forth of, what are you seeing? What are you seeing when you go this way or that way? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So he definitely helps out DJ in that sense. And he also helps DJ take some weight off his shoulders with guys around scoring position. So hey, I mean, you can't go wrong with this trade. You know what I mean? Unless it fails like Gallo. I mean, there's no really way we can fail. So I'm happy with it. I think it was a great pickup, and he helps us in a lot more ways than one. So we'll take it.
I don't think there's ever been a Yankee that I can remember that's played this bad like Gallo has played. Like I'm trying to remember a recent past. I don't remember Sonny Gray maybe pitching wise, but besides that, I can't remember a trade that was just this horrible that the Yankees made.
Yeah.
Like going back to the early 2000s, Jeff Weaver, when we traded for Jeff Weaver, but even just a hitter, any hitter that we got and just never, I don't remember. I remember us getting a few guys. Kevin Youkilis one year was on our team. Travis Hafner was on our team for 1 year. Matt Holliday for half of a season before he broke down. But even with that, they weren't as bad as Joey Gallo.
Yeah, he's, you know what I mean? Like Tulowitzki when we got him was bad, but at least he noticed it and retired. I mean, I feel like we can't even put it all on Gallo anymore because there's just, he was pretty bad for some years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is my dad's least favorite player of all time.
Oh really?
We're 2/3 of the way through the first season without Gary Sanchez, and he will not shut up about Gary Sanchez. About how much he hated him. He hated him that
much. Listen, Gary Sanchez, he's when I worked in EMS, I had a partner that was actually like Gary Sanchez, like cousin. So when he came up and his rookie year, that's when I was working with them, and it was awesome. It was awesome, but it wasn't until the next season and the season after and the season after that I stopped saying I worked with his cousin. But wish Gary Sanchez all the best of luck. It
Yeah,
didn't work out. Same thing like Joey Gallo, right? You know, we don't want to wish bad on anyone. We never want to wish injuries, nothing like that on anyone. If you play bad, you play bad. We're gonna point it out. When you're good, you're good. We're gonna point it out. You know, but you know, he's a major league hitter, he's a professional athlete. Hopefully he can find himself on another team. That's all we can say.
Yeah,
That's all we could wish.
Hope so, man.
It ain't work out. Sorry.
I saw a quote from him today. I don't hear. Let me try and warm up simple quote. He was talking about how bad he played as a Yankee.
Oh, God.
Gallo,
There's go ahead.
He said, there's no other place I'm going to be as tough as to play at this place, especially when I struggle. He said, I feel bad. It's something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. It's going to be tough. I didn't play well. I didn't live up to my expectations, and that's a tough pill to swallow. So, yeah, I mean, he's saying I didn't play well. I didn't do this. So it feels like even he knows that he's on his way out.
Yeah, he recognized it. It's an elephant that's in the room, right? Especially trading for Andrew Benintendi. The fans, and you heard it from the fans last night, and that's one thing I got to give it up to Yankees fans. Yankee fans, there's some petty betties. Like when it comes to being petty, Yankee fans, I think are maybe top 3 when it comes to being petty.
Oh, yeah.
And every at bat Joey Gallo had, he was booed. He was booed visibly. He was booed horribly. He was booed in every at bat. If Joey Gallo could have had a game where he hit 3 home runs, he still would have gotten booed.
Get booed, yeah. I mean, hey, it's tough, but I don't know, man. I wish him well. You know, I mean, even before he came to the Yankees, he was always one of my favorite players. I don't know if I told you this, but one of my buddies, he's a big Rangers fan.
Yeah, you was telling me. Yeah.
And he always tell me like, "Yo, this Gallo guy, he's really good. You guys should take him." And when we traded, he was like his favorite player. And when we traded for him, we're on the same competitive wiffle ball team, right? So we were driving home from a game, and you know he was driving. I was on my phone, and I saw the tweet. I was like, "Yo, dude, you're not gonna believe this." He was like, "What?" You know, I was like, "We just traded for Gallo." He pulled over and was like. He just pulled over, was on his phone for like 5 minutes, and then we kept going. And so I've been telling him, like, bro, take him back. You know,
it's like back when Joey Gallo was a minor leaguer. It was legends and just rumors about Joey Gallo's power, right? His minor league numbers, Joey Gallo was hitting moonshots when it comes to home runs. When he came up to the major league, I thought it was going to be something better. He had 2 great seasons, 40 home runs with the Rangers. The batting average was never there. And like you said, when we got him, I thought it was going to be something special. Like Foxy said, I love wiffle ball. One thing I got to say is that you guys that play competitive wiffle ball, you guys are a bit psychopaths. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like the way that ball flies and turns, you guys have to have a unique skill set in order to hit that ball. So I tip my hat off to you, and when I say psychopath, I mean it in a good way because you have to be super zoned in order to hit a wiffle ball. I tried it once. Frankie, and I never tried it again.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a good time though, but it
seems like it.
Yeah.
I've you know what, I'm not gonna lie, there's been times that like I've fallen down rabbit holes. It'd be 2 a.m, 3 a.m. I just finished doing designs for the show, and I'll go on TikTok and then just wiffle. I follow a lot of wiffle ball channels on TikTok, so my For You page is just competitive wiffle ball term, and I literally just watch them.
Yeah, it's hard. It took me a while to like, I don't know. It's my second year, and I'm still like trying to like settle into it. Like,
hey, listen, when you get back to where you live or whatever, let me know. We'll try to set something up that I'll come up there to watch you guys play. We'll film it and we'll put it on the show also. We'll do something like that, all right?
That'd be fun.
All right, copy. I want to give a shout out quick. My guy, I Am Hill. What is good, bro? If you guys don't know, I Am Hill, he's a part of the BX Sports Jedi Network. Kev was on the other day. It was an awesome conversation. But I Am Hill, he does a wrestling podcast with Kev over there. So my guy Hill, he's big into wrestling. So for all you wrestling marks out there, be careful because I am Hill will pull your card and test you on your knowledge.
I'm a
But
mark, man. I'm a wrestling mark.
oh, you're a wrestling mark? Oh, all right, okay. No, but now that the trade deadline is literally right around the corner, I had a few questions to ask you, Frankie. My man Frankie, let's put on our GM hat, right?
All right, let's do it.
When you first came on here, right? And
Yeah.
you know, thank you for always tuning in. You know, you are my guy, pots and pans. We
Yeah.
was talking about Madison Bumgarner, right?
You-
I was having a conversation with Jason from 161 River Ave. And what's your thoughts on the Yankees trading for Luis Castillo and Madison Bumgarner? Right? Because Bumgarner alone, I wouldn't be happy with just Bumgarner. It
Yeah.
needs to be Luis Castillo and Bumgarner. What's your thoughts on that proposal?
Jeez. Yeah. I mean, I would love that. Um, I mean, Madison Bumgarner is one of the, if not the best, like, what's the word? Postseason pitchers of
Mm-hmm.
all time.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a rock. We can even use him out of the bullpen. Anything like that. You
Oh,
know,
nice.
so we could definitely use a guy like that. I mean, like a guy with experience, a guy that can teach for like young guys and stuff. So someone like that could definitely help. I mean, and with Castillo too, that would just be icing on the cake, you know.
Yeah.
So and Madison Bumgarner, like in addition to Castillo, would be. I feel like that would be really good for this team, not just on the field but off the field as well. So you could definitely
Nice.
see the other guys and stuff.
No, 100%. I agree with you. I want to give a quick shout out. E. Brunson, first time me seeing you in the chat. Salute, salute, salute. Thanks for coming through. Geraldine McIver, thank you so much. Geraldine is one of those Nick fans that always supports no matter where you're at. And I totally appreciate you, Geraldine, for coming through. But my man, E. Brunson, real quick, I want to point this out real quick. He said, I wrestled on the Indies for 20 years for Rev Pro and PWG. That is awesome, E. Brunson. Listen, E. Brunson, one of these days we'd love to have you on just to shoot the convo, just to talk wrestling with you. You know, I know it says Yankees Morning Brew, but I'm a big time wrestling mark myself. So E. Brunson, if you ever free, I would love to have you on. Message me on Instagram, Project Nerd HQ. Let's set something up, Brunson. If you're willing to come on, you know, just to have a convo, we'll make the whole thing, make up a segment, talk about wrestling just for you, Brunson. Message me on IG and we'll set that up because I think that's something Frankie and I would both like to entertain, right, Frank?
That'd be cool, man. I would love that. That'd be awesome.
No problem, no problem. Just also too, there's a event going on with KOD. We have to shut the show off at 11:55 because right after KOD is going live. My man Mike Ryan, Jigga Man, will be interviewing Mike Ryan. If you guys know Mike Ryan, he does a lot of work for ESPN and stuff like that. So tune into it. But the show today, I hate to say it, but 11:55 will be cutting it off just so we can have the rest of the KOD squad be available for that. But I will be tuning in for that. Make sure you guys tune in as well. But I just got the notification just so I just wanted to let everyone know. But yo, Frankie,
All right.
trade deadline. Let's get some trades. Let's talk these trades. What's your thoughts on these trades? Where you think people are going?
I think Ohtani will stay in LA. I don't see them trading him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Soto goes to Philadelphia.
Ooh.
Philadelphia, I think.
Okay.
They got some young kids down there. They got prospects. Hey, I could see Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Luis Castillo is a Yankee.
Okay.
What else? Madison Bumgarner, Yankee, hopefully. You put that thought into my head. Now I'm not going to stop thinking about it. Who else? Who else is on the block? Ian Happ.
And Frankie Montas as well. I was talking about earlier. It's crazy. I'm Hill. Listen, that's crazy because I was talking earlier with Jason from 161 River Ave, and I talked about Frankie Montas to the Twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I brought that up earlier. That's crazy.
They need a little more pitching, so I can definitely see that. They got our guy Sonny Gray.
Mm-hmm.
over there. They got Joe Ryan. I know he's a young kid. I don't know how he's doing, but I know he's
Yeah.
young. He had a good year last year. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
need another starter. So hey, maybe. I mean,
I think the Dodgers are starting to emerge as the favorite for Juan Soto. Listen, as much as both Frankie and myself would love to see Juan Soto in a Yankees uniform playing for the Bronx Bombers, right? One thing I could say is that the difference between the Yankees and the Dodgers is that both the Yankees and the Dodgers, they got the money to spend, right? They got the money to spend, that's no problem. The Dodgers, they're more willing to depart with their top prospects to get the deal
yeah,
done. The Yankees, I don't think, are willing to gut their farm system in order to get the deal done. Yes, we got Volpe. Yes, we got Dominguez, but the Dodgers got three top prospects that they can offer.
yeah.
And I think the Dodgers are more willing to part ways with their prospects, especially over the past 20 years, than more than anyone else.
Geez,
So I think that's what
that would be
makes it
like an
different.
all-star team. That would literally be an all-star team.
Yeah,
Freddie
yeah.
Freeman, Trey Turner, Soto, Smith.
It would be unfair. It would be a cheat
That
code.
would be that would be unfair. I would if they got Soto and we played him in the World Series, I don't think I would even watch.
Yeah, it's unfair. Salute, 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 my guy Ron. Still Nick fans. Hope all is well. Listen, if you guys aren't following my brothers Ron and John, make sure you go to Still Nick fans. I had a pleasure to be on a couple of weeks ago. The Donovan Mitchell news is heating up. Make sure you follow SKF to stay tuned with that. John and myself will be going to Yankee Stadium to catch the Yankees versus Mets later on in August when they come back to the stadium. So tune in for that. I will have footage, but make sure you follow my guys, Ron and John, Still Nick fans. Me and Frankie, we just talking the breeze for the trade deadline. We're going to break down the game in a little bit. But Frankie, you said Juan Soto, right? Luis Castillo. Is there a team out there, not even for those two, but just in general, when you look at the trade deadline? Do you have a team that can emerge as a surprise team to make some moves? But do you have anyone under the radar that you think will come out, or you think it's just the usual suspect as it normally is?
I think Miami could go out and grab some guys. They might try and sneak into a third wild card spot.
Well, they came out and said that everyone's available. So
Oh, did
so
they?
literally yesterday, yeah. So yeah, that's why the rumor started with Pablo Lopez to the Yankees. So they came out yesterday and said that everyone's available.
Yeah, I want to see them try and make a push too. That stinks. Like I said, I think Philadelphia could be a surprise team that comes out, grabs some guys, make a push. Obviously, we've got the usual: the Braves, Yankees, Dodgers, Mets, the usual. The Padres. Who else? Let me think. Baltimore. I don't want to say Baltimore, but I do. I want to say Baltimore.
I want listen. Baltimore
I,
has.
I think I'm gonna go with Baltimore as a sleeper team to go out and make some moves. Honestly.
I can say this. I think Baltimore, if they don't have the best minor league system, they got one of the best minor league system. They
Oh,
have some prospects that are on the way that I cannot. They have Grayson Rodriguez, who's the best starting pitching prospect in all of Major League Baseball. They just drafted Matt Holliday's son, Jackson Holliday. They got another shortstop prospect that's supposed to be better than Manny Machado. They're just set for the future. Adley Rushman as well. They're just set for the future.
yeah.
I wanted them to draft Andrew Jones, his son, because I think
Yeah.
Drew Jones is going to be a star in the majors, but he fell to the second. Yeah, but
You saw the
one thing
Drew
what
Jones. You saw
what you
Drew
said,
Jones get hurt.
he got hurt.
He got hurt. He was taking batting practice and he got hurt. Something in his arm.
No, I didn't see that. Was it literally like yesterday or the day before?
It was like, yeah, it was a few days ago, like 2 days
Oh my
ago.
god!
It was his first batting practice with the Diamondbacks, and he did something. I think it was something to one of his arms. I forgot what it was, but I was like, come on, man! Like,
God, I hope
speedy recovery. He's a beast.
yeah, I hope he works out good. Just to let everybody know, just so you know, I am Hill. He's a unique individual, right? He's both a Texas Ranger fan and a Houston Astro fan. How that happened, I don't know. We still love him. We don't judge him. Just know we still love you, Hill. But yeah, the Padres, Keith brought up the Padres. The Padres were the favorite, Keith, but with the injury to Mackenzie Gore, an elbow injury, I'm not sure if I'm the Nationals, I would trade for Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah,
Everyone else in that deal, when it comes to CJ Abrams and all the other prospects, is cool. It's just the Mackenzie Gore elbow situation that's bothering me. I need to see some medicals before I okay that trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Julian Blum real quick. Shout out to my guy Wade Boggs. Salute. He said the young Wade Boggs. Frankie is the young Wade Boggs. Absolutely. Let's do these breakdowns real quick. Let's start off with the Yankees. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna start off with the Royals. I'll do the lineup, and Frankie will handle the pitching. So for the Royals, they got the catcher Melendez, who looked phenomenal yesterday. He was 2 for 3. Speedy catcher, their catcher of the future. You got Whit Merrifield at second base. Whit Merrifield, he's someone else that he could be traded to a contending team to make that stretch run for the postseason. Okay, this is what I need help with. Pasquantino, the DH, he was 1 for 4. Hunter Dozier, the third baseman, was 0 for 4. The right fielder O'Haron was 0 for 2. Michael Taylor, who the Yankees were rumored to be trying to get Michael Taylor back with the Andrew Benintendi news first drop, but he was 0 for 4. But he's having a good season, batting anywhere from 260 to 270. Prado, the first baseman, he was 1 for 3. Garcia, the shortstop, was 0 for 4. And Isbell, the left fielder, was 0 for 3 on the night. Any standouts for this lineup, Frankie, before you break down the pitching?
Yeah, I like MJ Melendez, the catcher. He's
okay.
He I mean, I don't know if you saw, but it was in Judge's first or second at bat. The one where he struck out and the slider low and away. He was I don't know, he's young, so I get it, but he was trying to over exaggerate the third strike. Like twice, he got up and started walking to the dugout.
Yeah.
The ball. And there was once he literally threw it down the third base because he thought it was strike 3.
Yeah, so, I was going to bring that up, and you see how mad the umpire looked?
Yeah. I think if there was a fastball right down the middle, it would have he would have called it a ball.
100%.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was just boneheaded moves by him, or if that was just him being young and inexperienced, just overselling it. But I don't know. But that was not a good look for him. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. Not.
You got to wait until the umpire makes that call.
You got, and especially if you're a rookie. If you're a rookie, you got to understand.
You got to wait.
Yeah, and you as a pitcher, you could speak to this. The catcher has to build a unique relationship with the umpires, right? Yeah. So if you're a rookie, you have to start off that relationship. That's a bad first impression, if you ask me. But go ahead, break down these pitches for us.
So Brady Singer threw 7 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and struck out 10. Peterson threw 1 inning, struck out 2. And Scott Barlow came in, gave up a home run to Aaron Judge, and that was it. He was the losing pitcher, and Yankees got to win.
Yep. It was Scott Barlow. A lot of people were saying that the Yankees should trade for him and this, that, and the third. And if you saw it last night, maybe Yankees shouldn't trade for him. He is solid. I'm not gonna lie, he is a solid reliever. He is a solid piece. So I don't want to take anything like that away from him. Yeah. But I think the Yankees need to look elsewhere when it comes to relievers. Hold on 1 second while I add this next one in, so we can break down the Yankees real quick. And Frankie, you could take away the lineup, and I'll do the pitching, brother.
All right. So Andrew Benintendi, our new guy, went 0 for 4. Aaron Judge went 1 through 3. He walked and he hit the walk-off home run off Barlow, which was huge. Tony Rigatoni, Anthony Rizzo went 0 for 2. Glaber Torres went 1 for 3. Aaron Hicks in center field went 0 for 3. Josh Donaldson 0 for 3. Joey Gallo went 0 for 3. Struck out 3 times. That's fun. Marlon Gonzalez 0 for 2, and Jose Trevino 0 for 3.
Yeah, way to endure yourself to Yankee fans as you're out the door by striking out on strike three. And just so you guys know, program update. Like I said, after the Yankees morning brew cuts off at 11:55, the Knights of DJing, my man Jigga Man Porto and Pony Zook, who was on yesterday, will be interviewing Mike Ryan. Mike Ryan, he's the executive producer for the Dan Le Batard show. So if you guys has any knowledge of the Dan Le Batard show, you should know who Mike Ryan is, and tune in after the Yankees morning brew to see that conversation between Jigga Man Porto, Zook, and Mike Ryan. You know, it's gonna be an awesome convo. But they're gonna talk some Zed Run. They're gonna talk some football, maybe too. Maybe we get a little football take, with Deshaun Watson, what's going on. But before I get to the pitching side, I don't think anyone's particularly stood out like special in the lineup. Yes, we wanted to see Andrew Benintendi get his first hit as a Yankee, but overall on the night, the Yankees only mustered 2 hits, Aaron Judge being one of them, the walk-off, and Gleyber Torres was the other one. Any thoughts about trading Gleyber Torres? What's your overall take? Where are you sitting?
I want to keep Gleyber Torres unless he gets traded in a Juan Soto package. Other than that, I think he's untouchable for anyone other than Juan Soto.
Yeah, because when I was talking with Jason, right, earlier, and we brought up the Madison Bumgarner trade, right? I was looking at it from a way of like the Yankees and the Diamondbacks could both try to help each other out. Because Madison Bumgarner, the Diamondbacks payroll is like 80 to 90 million, something like that.
Yeah.
Majority of it, Madison Bumgarner is making majority of the money. So the Yankees could kind of facilitate a trade where we send Josh Donaldson over to Arizona with some prospects for Madison Bumgarner. That way, Arizona still gets a discount. Josh Donaldson walks at the end of next year after the buyout, but it allows us to shift DJ to third base or trade for Ian Happ and put Ian Happ in center field, left field, right field, or third base. What's your thoughts on that? Because Ian Happ is super versatile, and I love that.
Yeah, Ian Happ's a utility guy. He can play the whole outfield. He can play third. He can play second. I think he can play first. So hey, if we can do something like that, I'd love it. Anything to get Josh Donaldson out of this lineup, though, because a 6 through 8, really like a 5 through 8 of Hicks, Donaldson, Gallo, and Marwin, and then Trevino.
Bro,
as you can tell, those are all out. None of them got 5 through 9. There was one base runner from 5 through 9. It was like a Marwin walk.
Yeah. Bro, couldn't say it better. It's an automatic out when you get to that part of the lineup, right? And if you're a team that's trying to win in the postseason, you cannot have automatic outs in your lineup.
Oh no,
you can't. And Marwin Gonzalez, as awesome as Marwin Gonzalez has been this year, his bat's not there, right? So he's a defensive replacement, and that's all we need him for, to be a defensive replacement.
Outfield and shortstop, you know what I mean? He fills in spots we need. He's a utility guy,
Exactly. But over to the pitching side of things, Jameson Taillon, like I said, he bounced back. He had a good start. He pitched 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 8 Ks. Ron Marinaccio came in after him, and Frankie, who would have thought that on July 29th, we would have been like, thank God Ron Marinaccio is back and healthy, because we finally got someone besides Clay Holmes who's an automatic lockdown coming out of that bullpen.
God, I love Ron Marinaccio. He's as much as I love him, if I hear Tom's River Kid one more time,
we get it. He's from Tom Rivers, New Jersey. We get it. We get
Trevino was an all-star. We get it. But yeah, I've been really happy with Ron Marinaccio. He's a monster.
Yeah, he definitely is, and that's the thing about Cashman and the Yankees. They, when our backs are against the wall, they could just figure something out. Marinaccio was in our minor leagues. He came up and he's a contributor. Like, he's a solid contributor and a solid piece of this bullpen. We lost Michael King. We got back Marinaccio, but it seems like Marinaccio, from King to Marinaccio, we haven't missed a step when it comes to dominance out that bullpen.
If Marinaccio can fill in that Michael King role, that'd be Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little mid reliever guy, can trust him in late innings too.
Mm-hmm. That's why you also can give, Clay Holmes a breather here or there, because
Yeah.
sometimes overusing Clay Holmes is not a good thing as well. If you look at it, Clay Holmes yesterday, he had 2 walks. He pitched the inning. He gave up no hits, no runs, but he did have 2 walks and a strike. Granted, a few of those pitches could have gone the other way. The umpire do be messing with us, as Frankie and myself love to look up. Let's look up the umpire score for last night. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Frankie, what percentage you think it's going to sit in? Give me a guess. What are you thinking?
I'm usually really good at guessing stuff. I'm a good guesser.
You really are.
That's how I got through high school.
Just right down the middle, right?
Always go with C. I'm gonna say 95.7.
Okay. All right. So that's close to the league average. All right. Let's see what pops up. So against Kansas City, very close. He was 93.5.
Oh, damn.
So you was close. Frankie. You was close.
I was in the room.
You was in the room. If this was Wheel of Fortune, you would have got it. You good.
Yeah.
You would have got it.
Yeah, whenever I go to dinner with my friends, if one of my we have a thing we play. One of my friends gets the bill, opens it, and I'm such a good guesser. If I get within $1, someone has to pay my bill.
Pay for you. Listen, what me and my friends used to do, and we stopped doing this because it was just horrible. But it's like we'll go out to eat, and we're like, all right, everybody put their phone down, right? First person that picks up the phone has to pay for the bill. Just so we can have people entertained. I'm not gonna lie. It was at first I was like, all right, I'm eating for free the first 2 times, but being caught having to pay is the bad part about it. So that's why I'm like, I don't play this game no more. I'm not playing this game. But they were 154 pitches called last night, and he missed 10 of them. So out of 154 calls, he only missed 10.
It's not a terrible day.
Not terrible. His percentage, like you said, league average, just so everyone know, they want the umpires to be at 96%. He was at 93.5%. So far, since this has been implemented within last year and now, there hasn't been an umpire to have a perfect score. We had one umpire this year that he only got 1 call wrong. He almost got a perfect score.
I think it was like in the first at bat too. It was like the first.
Yeah. It was like the first inning too. Yeah.
And he was perfect. Other than that.
Yeah. But I want to take a quick shout out real quick just for the chat. We got E. Brunson in here. Jiggerman Porto, of course, my man. You see, I'm here. Aaron Judge may as well be Enrique Iglesias because he is always your hero, baby. If you know what song I'm referring to, yeah, you know what? You are absolutely right. I'm here. This entire season, Aaron Judge has saved us. He literally has said he has been our hero, baby. Like Enrique Iglesias said. What's your overall feeling when it comes to Judge? Because the Yankees now, with not trading for Juan Soto, I feel it's a clear indication that Judge is our guy moving forward.
Oh yeah, for sure. Has to be. He has to be our guy.
Do you think with the Soto, you think the Soto rumors was getting to Judge or was in the back of his head?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he won't say it, but definitely, if you're the star of a baseball team, right, or really any sport, football, basketball, whatever, and you hear talks about trading for someone as good as you or better at the same position in your contract year, so you just can't tell me that doesn't mess with you.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Let's we're gonna do a quick look ahead for the game tonight. Just do the breakdown for the game tonight because we gotta be off in 6 minutes. So let's do that real quick. Hold on 1 second. So for tonight, game preview for starting pitchers. Obviously, we know they don't release the lineup until about like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. But Garrett Cole is pitching tonight for the Yankees, and what can we say about Garrett Cole? Garrett Cole, he's our ace. I know a lot of Yankee fans out there that hate on him, Frankie, but Garrett Cole's our ace. I know CC Sabathia is your favorite over Garrett Cole. I mean, your father's favorite over Garrett Cole. Yeah. So that's why your pops is the man. I swear to God, your pops, he's the man. He's the guy. But Garrett Cole's going tonight, and Yankee fans, Garrett Cole's our ace. He's been durable. He's pitched every start for the Yankees. He hasn't been injured, knocked on wood. Garrett Cole's our ace, and there's a difference between what Nestor Cortez and Jameson Taillon was doing at the beginning of the season. That was awesome. We love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But Garrett Cole is a thoroughbred, right? Garrett Cole he's a different type of beast compared to those other pitchers. On any given night, Garrett Cole is going to give you 100 to 120 pitches thrown easily to keep you in the game, right? Mm-hmm. What's your overall thoughts on Garrett Cole? And then we'll call it a morning after that.
Yeah, his tenure as a Yankee has been good. You know, he had a hiccup last year toward the end of the year in the wild card game, but other than that, I mean, he's been good. He's been really good. He's been our ace, and he's not just an all-star. He is a star.
Mm-hmm.
So he's our guy. You know, you can trust him. I have no problems with him.
Yeah, it's same. Like, yes, was that start in the postseason, this past postseason, was it horrible? Yes. And the wild card game, it was bad. It was horrible. Yes.
Not bad game.
But you guys got to remember his first year against the Cleveland Guardians. He had a phenomenal game in the postseason. He struck out 13 batters. He was phenomenal in that first year. We had him, that first playoff run. But going forward, we want to see better from Garrett Cole. That's it. And I get it. You figure we're paying him $300 million. You want to see him just strike out everybody. We get it. But guys, that will conclude today's episode. This has been an awesome episode of Yankees Morning Brew. It's your guy Heck. It's your guy Frankie, the Joey Gallo stand. Guarantee you by next week that name will be changing. We'll figure it out. We'll do it on TV, however we can figure it out.
Well, yeah. We'll change the name change will be in the same episode as when I flush the jersey down the toilet.
Copy. So we're gonna have a name reveal and a jersey flush in the same day. You guys are getting so much beautiful content.
Episode. Hopefully it's within the next 4 or 5 days. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. But Frankie, bro, like always, appreciate you, my guy. We'll be in touch during the weekend so we can have a dope episode for Monday.
Yeah, man.
Let's see if we could try to get something for the trade deadline as well. Have a trade deadline special on Tuesday. But Frankie, bro, peace. Wish you an awesome weekend. Salute to your father. Everybody that's out there, thank you so much for tuning in for Train Express. Make sure you follow my guy Mikey Mazza. He will be going live today at 4. No, wait. Just a reminder, on August 5th, my apologies, August 5th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Mikey Mazza will be going live. But guys, I'll be your guy, Project Nerd HQ. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Follow your guys over at KOD Media. Jiggle Man Porter, my man Pots and Pans. Like I said, later on after my show, please continue to watch. But Mike Ryan from the Dan Le Batard Show will be on with Jiggle Man and Zook. So please don't leave. Stay. Make sure you guys watch that interview. I know it's going to be dope. But guys, I'll be the guy, Project Nerd HQ, and I'm out. Peace.